Okay, very good morning, everyone, and welcome to the briefing on Friday, the 17th of February. So first of all, having a look at the synoptic, if we go back to overnight, you see it suggesting a warm front sort of heading to the northeast. And coming to midday today, the picture's changed quite a lot. I can't quite work out how this transforms into this, but my gut feeling is we've sort of got this front over the top of us that's just waving back and forth. And looking ahead to midnight tonight, it sort of progresses a little bit to the north. So I think it's just going back and forth at the moment, which probably aligns with the weather we're currently having. Looking ahead to midday tomorrow, potentially a little bit unsettled still. It depends on the exact timing of these fronts. And towards Sunday, hopefully a little bit more settled if we're lucky to be in a gap, but a lot of frontal activity around over the next few days. Spot winds today, we're looking at pretty much 2-7 at about 30 to 35 knots at flying height, so reasonably brisk. And that's the current sat pick. Very hard to pick out those fronts, as I think they're quite weak and just going back and forth, so you see quite a lot of cloud cover. A bit clearer up to the north here, but no massive dramatic clearance, I don't think, in sight. View in Wales, looks like there's some wave over there with that strong westerly wind. No significant rain around today, although I think it's going to be fairly drizzly off and on all day. It's certainly drizzly out there at the moment. And that aligns with the public forecast, which is saying just quite thick cloud all day. 10% chance of precipitation, reasonably warm all day. The wind starting off west-southwest, going pretty much west, gusting in the mid-20s this morning and reducing a little bit this afternoon, so reasonably windy, but very humid all day. So suggesting might be fairly drizzly and low cloud base all day. Top temperature, the GFS is predicting potentially up to about 14 degrees, but probably where we are, 12 or 13. And dew point of about 10 degrees. So we're talking about a 2 or 3 degree split there. And that's the current view outside. It's reasonably gloomy at the moment. The cloud is quite low and a little bit drizzly as well. If we look at Farnborough's meta, well, they're currently observing broken clouds at a height of 1100 feet. I'll just see if that's refreshed at all. No, that hasn't changed. So broken clouds at a height of 1100. So that's about 900 above here. 15 knots of wind from the west-southwest. Forecast is for broken clouds at 1400 feet. So they're hoping it's going to go up a little bit. Looking at Odium, a little bit closer to us, they're saying scatter clouds at 900 feet. So that's about 700 feet above here, and light drizzle, which is what I would say we've probably got here at the moment. They are hoping it's going to be broken clouds at 1200 feet. And hopefully not much else. Suggesting potentially 11 a.m. till 5 a.m. 5 p.m. 600 foot cloud base. So they're sort of covering themselves there. So I don't really know what's going to do all day. Farnborough's a little bit optimistic. They're suggesting it's going to go up a little bit. Odium seems to not be sure. No TAMs, none really to affect. We've got number 4 down here. As usual, Southampton's operating hours. This one here is Middle Wallet's permanent no TAM, and the rest of these can be summarised as a couple of danger areas. And just some high intensity radio transmissions, but nothing that's going to affect us. So operationally, if the conditions do improve and we do go flying, we'll most likely be on 2-7 in the normal position. I think the grass will be dry enough that we won't need to operate completely off the runway. So launch point in the normal position, and the cables will be on the south side of the runway, and the runway will not be available for landing. We may have a 727 outbound at some point. I haven't been given any details on that, but just said it might be. And I also saw a flight plan for a PA31 at 2 o'clock, so that might be departing also. So for the moment, I think stay in the clubhouse, drink some tea, and hopefully it will improve a little bit later. We can go flying. I'll see you all on the airfield. Bye for now.